All right, today we are talking about the divisibility rule for 5. So a number is divisible by 5 if it ends in a 0 or a 5. Again, remember that to mean that a number is divisible, it means that you can divide evenly by that number and not have a remainder. So if we take a look here at this first example, according to the rule, we just have to look at that last digit. And in this case, that last digit is 5 and it is a 0 or a 5, so 875 should in fact be divisible by 5. So please allow me to do that proof for you. Just go ahead and move this out of the way. Sorry about that. I'm going to do 875 and I'm going to divide by 5 here. So 5 goes into 8 one time. Going to subtract here, bring down my 7, and then 5 goes into 37 7 times. 5 times 7 is 35. Again, subtract. Remember when you subtract, you want to make sure that your answer here is less than the divisor. Bring down my 5 then. 25 divided by 5 is 5. And subtract one final time. 0. There's nothing else to bring down. So because we were able to divide and we got a remainder of 0, this does, 875 is then divisible by 5. So let's take a look at a non-example here. If I am going to take a look at 634, again, we look at that last digit. In this case, it's a 4. A rule says that it has to end in a 0 or a 5. So by the rule, this answer should be known. Again, allow me to do that proof here. So if I do 634 and I divide by 5, see how many times 5 goes into 6? Goes in one time. Bring down my next number. 5 goes into 13 two times. 2 times 5 is 10. Bring down my next number. 5 goes into 34 six times. And get a 4 here. There's nothing else to bring down, therefore this becomes a remainder. And again, if we have a remainder, that means that that number is not divisible by the other number. So 634 is not divisible by 5, which is what we would expect given our rule. Again, the rule says that it's only divisible by 5 if it ends in a 0 or a 5.